Hello, welcome to today's video. Today I'm so excited because I have a fun, huge holiday book haul for you, like huge. I don't know why I bought this many books. My bank account doesn't know why I bought this many books. Will I read 21 Christmas books in the month of December? Probably not. I have huge plans for my December TBR. I'm so excited to show everything to you guys. So let's get started with today's holiday book haul. Y'all, these two huge stack of books are all holiday books. I'm going to show you all of the books that I've bought in the last month or two, all of the Christmas books that I've bought. I have a really cool holiday TBR planned for December, so stay tuned for that video. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but I am going to be doing something fun, something different. It'll be a cool little TBR game. Maybe not a game, somewhat of a game. With that being said, here are the 21 books that I bought for the Christmas season. The first book I bought was The Holiday Swap. This is by Maggie Knox. When Chef Charlie Goodwin gets hit on the head on the LA set of her reality baking show, she loses her critical ability to taste and smell. Meanwhile, Charlie's identical twin Cass is frantically trying to hold her own life together back in their quaint mountain hometown while running the family's bakery and dealing with the breakup that just won't end. With only days until Christmas, a desperate Charlie and Cass do something they haven't done since they were kids: switch places. That sounds super interesting. I heard a lot of people read this last year. I think this is not from this year, but I'm excited to get into holiday books, and this one seems really, really fun. The next book I got was On the Way to Christmas. This is 3 short stories in one. They're all by different authors, and I picked this up because I think it would be good to just kind of have a book that is just short stories. It'll be a light read, they'll be fast to get through, and it's a small book, so each of the stories must be very short. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, anything can happen. In this glittering and heartwarming collection, 3 of today's best-selling sweet romance novelists offer up the gift of cheer for the winter holiday season. The first one is called A Christmas Do-Over, and her sister's name's Erica. My name's Erica, but she spells it with a C. The other one is Dashing Through the Snow, and the third one is A Perfectly Splendid Christmas. Just curl up with your favorite holiday drink and sink into these 3 worlds where dreams once thought long gone are still within reach. I thought this was cute. I thought it was a cute premise. The cover is also really adorable. The next book is Talk Santa to Me. This is by Linda Urban. I picked this one up because if you guys watched my fall TBR, this was one of the first Christmas books I've ever seen this year. This definitely is giving YA vibes. The next book I got was In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren, and I actually managed to secure a autographed copy, which is really cool. This is like a version of Groundhog Day but Christmas edition, and this girl like keeps waking up and living the same day over. I want to go into all these books very blindly, even though I might know the premise of them. I love going into books blindly. I think that's how I find some of my favorite reads, and you'll see I'll pick all of these up very blindly. Just stay tuned for the video. I'm excited to read this. This cover is super cute, and it would be my first Christina Lauren book. I'm interested to see if I like their writing style. Continuing on, we have So This Is Christmas. This I honestly bought because of the cover. Look how adorable that cover is. The 2 characters go to the same school, and they happen to end up at the same city, at the same hotel, in the same Holiday Inn, and yeah. So we're just gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna go with it. Next is Once Upon a December. Again, another beautifully covered book. I'm really loving like the pink covers of the Christmas books. With a name like Astra Noel Snow, holiday spirit isn't just a seasonal specialty, it's a way of life. Next, I got The Santa Suit. This is by Mary Kay Andrews. This cover is also adorable. I think maybe that's why I bought all these books, for the covers. This is a short story, which I think will be a good quick read. This is about Ivy Perkins, who finds an old Santa suit, and in the Santa suit there is a letter, and she wants to figure out like the story behind it. I got A Very Merry Bromance, and the reason why I picked this up actually is because I did a try-a chapter with a bunch of different books, and I read the first chapter of this book and I liked it. I liked it a lot actually. This is actually like the 3rd or 4th book in this particular series. I don't know if I'm going to have to read those other books. I haven't, and I really honestly don't plan to, but this book might change my mind. This is about Colton Wheeler, and he really likes this girl named Gretchen, and she doesn't really want to give him the time of day. Colton agrees to consider Gretchen's offer in exchange for 3 dates before Christmas. With the help of the Bromance Book Club, Colton throws himself into the task of proving her there's a spark between them. but Gretchen and Colin will both need to overcome the ghost of Christmas past to build a future together. I like it a lot. The next book I got was Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I've heard a little bit about this book. I haven't yet read a Tessa Bailey book. I have a couple on my physical TBR, but I think this will probably be one of the first that I read if it gets chosen. Hint, hint. It's a super cute book. It's also a shorter read, which I like. I think that the shorter reads will be easier to get through this month, but we will see what my TBR chooses for me. The last book in this stack is Blame It on the Mistletoe, and this is by Beth Garrett. I guess like this girl is an influencer. Elle is a social media star with the hashtag Dream Life, or so it seems, and she's determined to shake up her content, and so she thinks, can she find a British fan to swap houses with? As Elle settles into her new surroundings, she can get even more than she bargained for when she meets the charming British boy across the street. And Holly wasn't expecting to come face to face with Elle's twin brother, or that he would be just what she was looking for. Interesting. I think what I'm most excited about for this book is just like kind of getting that like influencer lens, seeing how different authors choose to depict influencers. Let's see how many books we've gone through so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've gone through 10 books so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 books to go through. The first book up here is Royal Holiday. This is by Jasmine Guillory. I've heard good and things about this book. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses from what I've heard of what people have said about this book. But it says there's flirtatious banter, they kiss under the mistletoe, and next thing you know, they're having a full-on fling. Next, I have The 12 Men for Christmas. This is by Philippa Ashley. Emma Tremaine could easily hold a Christmas grudge now that she has lost her boyfriend and her job on the same day. But instead, she heads to the Lake District for a little peace and quiet. But when she lands on a new job, it ends up responsible for a fundraiser involving handsome naked men and a calendar photo shoot. Quiet is the last thing she'll be getting. Very interesting, another shorter read. It's only 197 pages, so another short read. Hopefully this gets picked for my holiday TBR. We will see. Next, I got a Cat Cafe Christmas, and the reason why I got this is because the cover is so dang cute. Okay, look at that. Look at the cover. Look at that cover. Look at the cats. Like, what? Oh, I freaking love it. It's so adorable. If Ben and Kara can set aside their differences and find homes for all the cats by Christmas, they might discover that by risking their hearts, they'll have their own perfect holiday together. Cute. This one I actually found in my garage. This is called Winter's Kiss, and it's 2 books in one. The X Games and the 12 Dates of Christmas are the 2 books that are in here. This I think is like a more YA read. I have had this for a very long time. It says copyright 2012. I don't know if they make these books anymore. The next book I've been seeing some people pick up, and that is There's Something About Mary. This is by Cody Hall. This reminds me a little bit of The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, but mixed with the Heart Principle and Christmas edition. I got The Season of Second Chances. It's hard to talk about all these books in depth because this video would be literally an hour long, and like I also don't know much about these books. I bought them because I knew they were Christmas books, and like I wanted a bunch of Christmas books to choose from. The next one is The Holiday X-Files, and I guess this is about like a girl. So like she catches her husband cheating on her, and she ended up like digitally cropping him out of all of their pictures together, and then that got traction and she ended up starting a business surrounding it. But then along comes the ex-husband's best friend, Noah Cullen. Yes, like the vampires. The more I'm around him, I begin to think he's the magical one, and perhaps I picked the wrong best friend to begin with. Oh, I think this could be a 5-star read for me. This is Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel. What I've heard is that this girl, Betty Hughes, plays All I Want for Christmas backwards, and it summons the Christmas spirit. I love it. I love it. So this is Christmas. This is by Jenny Holiday. Next I got Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. This is by Jenny Baelish. And the last book that I got, the last Christmas book that I got, is All About Us. And that is such an adorable cover. I love the colors, everything about it. It says, Ben's always loved the month of December, but this year his relationship with Daphne is on the rocks. And then his old friend Alice gets back in touch. Ben's always thought of Alice as the one that got away, but he can't help but to wonder, what if he'd done things differently all those years ago? He never imagines he'd get to find out. But when a stranger sells Ben a mysterious watch one cold winter's night, he's astonished to wake up the next morning on December 5th, 2005, the day he first kissed Daphne. Interesting! So I'm loving this vibe of books that are like Groundhog Day or like paranormal adjacent, just like magical realism. I love the idea of magical realism and then also the magic of Christmas time. It's just such a great combination. I'm loving it. I'm super excited for it. Okay, so those are all of the books that I got, but I did want to include just this little tiny section of Kindle Unlimited books that I have recommendations for. I've downloaded a couple off of Kindle Unlimited, and I think it would just be cool to sort of share those with you guys. The first book is 'Tis the Season for Revenge. You probably won't be able to see that, so I'll just pop it up on the screen. This is about a girl who goes on a quest to like get revenge on her ex. He basically breaks up with her because he thinks the relationship's not serious enough. She ends up getting really upset and going on a quest to date his boss. 'Tis the Season for Revenge is a contemporary, grumpy sunshine, age gap Christmas romance. The next book is The Tourist Attraction. This is by Sarah Morgenthaler. This story of Alaska marries together all the things you didn't realize you needed: a whirlwind vacation, a friendly moose, a grumpy diner owner, a quirky tourist, plenty of restaurant humor, and a happy ending that'll take you away from it all. Then we have The Holiday Hunt by T.I. Lowe. This is a very short story, not very long at all. I think it's not even 100 pages. It might be just over 100 pages, but I just wanted to pick it up because I need some Kindle Unlimited reads, and I also would like to have some like shorter, smaller reads just in case I get overwhelmed. Next is Christmas at Valentine Inn. This is actually, I think, like a second or third book in this particular series. This is also by the same author that wrote The Holiday X-Files. The Elle Project by Summer Dowell. The Elle Project is a novella. It's a romantic comedy, and it's about a girl named Elle whose family decides that they're gonna like basically pair her up with Oliver, who's like their family friend, I think. So I'm excited for 'Tis the Season for Revenge, The Tourist Attraction. I'm excited for a lot of these actually. We will see how all of those go. And there's literally a ton of Christmas book on Kindle Unlimited, which is honestly awesome because books can get really expensive. So if you're already paying for Kindle Unlimited, take a gander. Take a quick look at all the different Kindle Unlimited Christmas books that they have. What's up, Bean? What's up, Bean? If you are interested in seeing me talk about and or reading these books, these holiday books this Christmas, and also a little bit of Coda as well, right, Bean? I am so excited to be reading all of these holiday books, and I will show you guys how I plan to tackle all of these holiday books. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye from me and Coda Bean. Everything was